to the latest episode of the Video Game Choo-Choo Podcast, episode 124. That's a really good number. I like
It's pretty good.
124.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I'm your host, John, and with me this week is Scott.
Hi, I'm in bed.
And Michael.
I'm drinking a watermelon.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Are you drinking out of the watermelon?
I'm drinking out of a giant can, and on the side it says Arizona, but below that it says watermelon.
I pictured you with a whole big watermelon, just, not even drinking watermelon juice, just like drinking something else entirely.
Coca-Cola out of a watermelon rind. Yeah, that's me. That's what I do. That's how I roll.
That's a good way to go, yeah.
That sounds kind of gross in a way.
It sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's gross.
Have you ever done the cut a hole in a watermelon and pour vodka into it, and then eat the watermelon and you get drunk?
Ooh, that sounds good. I want to do that.
I've never done that, but I've known people who do that, and they say it's really good if you like watermelon that tastes like burning. So,
ooh, God,
I do.
Yeah, I would say use some decently nice vodka. That would be my quote. And then let it soak for as long as possible.
Okay, I won't use Popov.
Don't ever use Popov.
Yeah, just don't use that. So, it's just us three boys this week.
Boy time.
Yeah, boy time. I'm gonna catch up with you, Scott, because you've been away for a bit. What's been going on with you, and why are you in bed?
Well, my leg is covered in bruises. I sprained my ankle falling down some stairs. It's been real... Yeah. Long story short, I moved into a new apartment.
Well, congratulations on that.
And I had two separate incidences of me falling down while moving stuff into my apartment.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's been okay. The bruising and stuff is going to wear off in like 10 to 14 days. I learned that online.
It's good to hear.
You looked it up on WebMD and I have lupus and a sprained ankle. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about the lupus, but someday I'll figure that out.
It's fine.
I'll be good.
It's fun to say. People are like, hey, what's up? You'll just be like, lupus. And they'll be like, all right.
Lupus.
I'm the lupus guy.
Lupus is one of the new Pokemon starters.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Looking forward to it.
But I'm glad to hear that you're all moved in, but I am not glad to hear that you are in pain. Please get well soon, Scott.
It's not that bad. I mean, I'm not really in pain anymore. I just can't walk for long periods of time without getting really tired, and I can't sit at today. I managed to finally sit at my computer desk and prop my leg up on a box that is still full of stuff that I haven't unpacked yet, but it's like a big microwave box.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sounds like the time in which I sprained my ankle. It was on crutches for 2 weeks.
Nice.
It was not fun.
I grabbed a crutch from my old home.
Nice.
I'm glad to hear that you are all set up, but may I ask what you've been doing lately?
A lot of sitting around in bed, a lot of watching X-Files, as one is wanting to do when they have nothing better to do.
The old or the new?
Uh-huh.
Old or new X-Files.
Both? Older.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought you were saying old is new again.
Oh no. Well, yes, but
no, I haven't watched X-Files before, so I'm starting from the beginning.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I haven't been playing too much. I've been playing Dark Souls like I have been for the past 2 weeks, but I discovered some really, really silly shit I can do on my character, which involves me turning into a giant rock, slowly walking up to people, and then parkouring all over the place. And I have a whole bunch of clips of me killing a lot of players with it, and it's pretty good.
I feel like I don't play the same Dark Souls games that some people play. I feel like I play something very different. You're opening the game, it's like you have Batman, and you're swinging and doing stuff, and I open the game I'm a tank, I died, great.
Sort of, yeah.
I don't know what, I'm getting tricked.
You know what, Scott? Yeah. I'm glad that you mentioned a Souls game.
You are?
Because I'm going to interrupt you really quick to take it a task.
Okay.
I'm going to... Because, listen to me. Okay?
Jesus.
I have been playing Bloodborne.
Is this about the stuff with Jura?
Don't stop talking. You listen to me. Okay. I do not know things about these games.
Okay.
I trusted you
with
information. I came to you in my time of need and I said, look, this machine gun guy is difficult. And then you told me in all of your wisdom, oh, don't kill him. He gives you something cool. Me, naive boy John Michonsky.
That's what we call you.
Who doesn't know shit about Dark Souls or Bloodborne or whatever, has been stuck for a week and a half fighting this motherfucker. And by fighting, I mean dodging his shit and dodging hunters and all this other crazy shit. And then I finally looked up what you get if you don't kill him, and it's a gesture.
Yeah.
That I probably don't need because I'm probably never going to do fucking PvP for this game.
Dude, listen. You brush off your shoulders and your cape moves.
Scott, I'm gonna. I know you have a sprained ankle right now. I'm gonna break it.
Okay, first of all, it is very, very easy to get by him. Like, if you can reach him, then at that point, like, you don't need to deal with him ever again. Unless you die in the church, which you probably did.
Listen, I reached him, and then I went, oh, wait, Scott told me not to kill him. I went back down the ladder, and then he shot me and killed me.
Yeah, he'll fight you. He don't care.
God damn it. I'm so mad.
Kill him.
I'm so mad.
Kill him.
I'm gonna go kill him. I'm gonna go kill him next time I play Bloodborne.
I meant Scott.
Good luck. Best of luck to you. Do you want a trick on how to kill him?
Is it some around the bend shit that's just gonna get me stuck for another 3 weeks, Scott? Or is this an actual trick?
Well, I don't know how you're stuck. Okay.
I'm bad. I'm bad
at
this game.
Okay, do you know that door that's like near where the entrance of the church is that looks kind of like a grate and you can't open it?
Yes.
That is a shortcut. If you can get past the church, you can open that shortcut, never go through the church again, and then you don't have to deal with him. And then there's another shortcut that leads you back to the lamp.
Okay, so I think I opened that shortcut up.
Okay, good.
But then I went down there, and I don't know where to go after that.
That's the point.
I don't know if I like this game anymore.
Well, if you require assistance, you can ring the bell of beckoning, and one of my 7 characters, probably John Bloodborne, will come help you.
All right, we can do that sometime because you owe me.
That's fine. No, I like helping people in that game. I know all the really silly stuff you can do in it. So
I'm not really that angry. I'm just I was just like God damn it, Scott! You can just
and you can kick that guy off the ledge.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Just shoot him a whole bunch and he'll fall over and it's an instant kill. If you actually try to fight him, you will not have a fun time. All
right. Well, I mean, I was told that about Father Gas and Go, and I defeated him in 1 try. So we'll see.
That guy's fun.
That was a fun fight.
Yeah.
But no, I'm done. I'm done interrupting you.
I was going to keep going about what I'm doing.
Oh yes. Please continue speaking about what's going on with you.
I also started playing Destiny again.
Fuck, no. And Bloodborne, Dark Souls, Destiny, it's the triple Ds. The 4th one is death, and it's for all of us.
Hear me out.
Okay.
They have a mode in there called Challenge of Elders now, which is like a score-based one, which is interesting because none of the other Destiny stuff is. So you kind of have to go out of your way to play a different style of the game than you normally would in order to get more points. It's kind of fun, really frustrating when you have to kind of figure out what the new thing is and then work your way through it. But it's been interesting. The latest one this week is a melee one but you don't get a buff to melee, but you do get a buff when you're jumping, so you constantly have to jump up in the air and then melee someone, and you can do most of the damage you need to do against them, and you get a lot of points for it. So it's kind of like silly Mario, of you constantly jumping on top of people, and it's pretty good.
That sounds dumb fun, and I approve of that.
Yeah, it's good. I'm
Too bad it's in Destiny.
Again.
It is in Destiny, but, sometimes half measures are better than zero measures,
True.
It's alright.
Man, we're just taking Scott to task this week.
Play better games.
I've been out for 2 weeks. I've been, busy and stuff. Busy and also injured, and now you hate me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
welcome to the site.
Whammy.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
No, but I'm glad that you've been having fun, Scott. Anything else?
That's about it.
Okay. Michael.
Yeah.
What's been going on with you?
Scratching my head.
You're thinking? You're trying to remember what you did the past week?
Yeah, I try to think, but nothing happens. I played a lot of games.
Before you talk about those games, can I ask you one thing?
Yeah, ask me.
Can we have a burger update?
Burger update 2014?
Yes, please.
Yeah, you can have a burger update 2014.
Yeah, let's hear it, dude.
For those of you who don't know what Burger Update 2014 is, go back in our podcast feed and look up the one that's titled Burger Update 2014, and you'll know why it's called that.
Yeah.
I had another burger. Let me actually grab my phone to look up. I took a photo of the recipe so that I could go to the grocery store and know what to get without writing it down. Mm-hmm. It is called To Err is Cumin.
It's really good.
It's essentially the burger was like a pound of meat, so that made 4 patties, so like a quarter pound, mixed with 6 tablespoons of cumin, which is a lot. And well, actually, no, it was 3. Sorry, I used 6 half tablespoons because we only had a half tablespoon. But still, it was 3, which is still a lot. And jalapeno chunks, like little diced jalapeno chunks, mixed together. That was the burger. Then it had arugula, tomato, and a mayonnaise that you mix with lime juice and cilantro.
Oh man,
and
that sounds so good.
That's not bad at all.
It was also supposed to have avocado, which, I'm no master cook, but I know a little bit what I'm doing in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. I didn't know this. Apparently, when you buy avocados at a grocery store, they aren't ripe. You need to wait 2 to 3 days before they're ripe. I think that's some kind of bullshit. Why the fuck you selling me something I can't eat? But, so we made that mistake, so there was no avocado on this burger. We were both kind of a little disappointed because we both knew we liked avocado. So, it ended up making a decent burger. I really liked the last one. That was the bruschetta about it burger with bruschetta and mozzarella cheese.
Yeah, that's good.
Or was it mozzarella? I don't remember. You have to go back and listen.
Yeah,
that one was really tasty. This one was there was just so much cumin in it. And if you don't know what cumin tastes like if you've ever had taco seasoning, there's a lot of cumin in that. You would find very similar flavors. It wasn't even overtly spicy. My girlfriend didn't want the jalapeno stuff in her burger, so most of it went in mine, and even that wasn't crazy spicy. There was a bite or two. It was oh, that has heat to it. But it tasted good, but man, all that cumin, just really none of the flavors could really help it out. And maybe the avocado would have helped, but I would give that a solid 2 out of 5.
Okay.
Ooh,
I don't even remember if I rated I don't know if I rated the first one.
Ooh.
So.
You want to go back and give a rating to the first one?
No, never go back.
Okay.
So
no looking back, only forwards.
I think we hope to do another one soon, just because that one it wasn't terrible. I ate 2 of them, so it wasn't bad. But I think we want to choose another one that we're more confident that we will enjoy. So there are plenty to choose from.
Okay.
Yeah, that was your burger update.
Burger
Thank you, Michael.
Update.
Yeah.
2014.
2014. That's the year of the burger update. That's totally this year.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else you want to update us on, or do you want to head into the games?
Not much else. Nothing I can think of.
All right, what you been playing?
A lot of little stuff. More Civ 5, which that's just, I guess it's the Civ 5 time of year for me. I have, a long time ago, I saw my brother playing a game, and I'd always wanted to play it, and I never knew what it was. And I finally figured it out a couple years ago. It was one of the Total War games.
Ooh,
Total War, like Shogun, I think he was playing. So I have already owned 3 of them, and so I installed them all and have been I've been playing all 3 of them, but I've really only been focusing on one, but I keep rotating in and out of them. I really like those games. Those games are not, when you see those games in a trailer, it just looks like, oh, I control a bunch of units, and the enemy controls a bunch of units, and I have to strategically place my units, and then they walk at each other. But there's a lot of city building and management in those games that I didn't even know existed. So I've been focusing a lot on Total War. I think it's Medieval Total War 2,
nice.
which came out over 10 years ago. So that's a game that's, as everyone talks about Solaris and stuff, I just go back this is what my PC can handle. So, I played a little bit of Hyper Light Drifter.
Nice.
I then uninstalled Hyper Light Drifter.
What? That's an alright game.
I think that game looks terrific. I know exactly why someone would play that and enjoy it. But getting through the hour or so I played, I was like, this seems fine and not for me. I don't really want to spend time with this. I can go...
Shaking my head at you.
I get why you like it. And it, the art style is, I watched that intro and that art style is incredible, but...
It's a very pretty game.
That game's not for me. I wish it was, because I would have bet money, oh yeah, I'll like that game, but no. See, I played a game that came out 2 years ago called Sheltered, which reminds me a bit of Fallout Shelter, where you're a family. It also reminds me of a game called 60 Seconds that I got around Christmas on Steam. And essentially, you are a family, and the apocalypse has been wrought, and you are in your Fallout shelter, TM. And you just have to handle your hunger meter. You have to sleep. You have to craft things I need to craft a sleeping bag. Oh, now I need to craft a better bed. Okay, now I need to clear out and create another room in the basement so that I can have places to put things. I have to clean everything to make sure everything's nice and clean and people are happy. I have to, instead of putting a makeshift shower and a bucket for the toilet, I have to make a better toilet and a better shower. I didn't play it much. I just kind of played through the tutorial while we were goofing off on Skype.
Nice.
So I want to play some more of that. That seems like the management kind of sim that I'm into.
Yeah, sounds alright.
Yeah, it's neat. I think it's on Good Old Games. It might be on Steam. What else did I get into? I played Defense Grid 2 because Defense Grid 2 exists, and I played it. I don't know why. It gave me achievement points.
Alright.
Yeah. And that's about it. I beat Sunset Overdrive a little bit over a week ago. That game was pretty good. I hope they make another one. And that's about it. I've been dabbling. I haven't really been committed to a game.
Alright. Well, yeah, that sounds like some good stuff there,
Mm-hmm. Lots of little stuff.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So, like I said, I've just been kind of playing some older stuff. I'm waiting on a review code. And I'm... we'll see how that goes. And
I hope it's
I'm also
mighty
going to be
good.
picking up Might Be Good. We'll see. But, I haven't picked up Uncharted 4 yet, which I'm a little upset about because I want to review that, but we'll see how that goes. Because if I get a review code for something, that'll probably take precedent. But, we'll definitely talk about Uncharted next week on the podcast, at the very least. But I played some Overwatch, the last bit of the beta, very good stuff.
I did that too.
You want to talk about that, Michael?
Nah, that game was fun.
Yeah, it's very fun. It's still fun. I think I'm gonna be. I'll probably pick that game up too. That game has legs.
I think they said like 9 million people played that game.
Oh wow!
Yeah, almost 10.
Yeah,
it was like 9.7 million. Yeah.
So all they need is like a 10% conversion rate, and that game's a hit.
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that thing had enough legs in the beta that they're probably gonna get a lot of sales.
Definitely. I've been playing a bit of Kingdom Hearts again.
All right,
just because I wanna be done with it.
That sucks.
I'm I'm very close to being done with it. So
then you can play Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes, I can.
And then Dream Drop Distance, and then 5/8 over 10, and then Superside. Huh?
We'll see.
Yeah.
But the game that I can talk about that I've been kind of talking about for ages, I can finally talk about Valkyria Chronicles Remastered.
Hooray!
What? I didn't know you were playing that at all, John. Tell me about it.
Okay, so it's I don't really know what to say exactly, because it feels like this game, like it's a precursor to so many things that I wouldn't say take for granted, but that we're familiar with today.
Well,
like that game sets the tone for what current XCOM is. It is a semi-turn-based strategy game, where you play as a ragtag group of like, not mercenaries, but just a ragtag group of
video game reporters.
No, that's us. That's
right.
Video Game Choo Choo.
Right.
No, you're just this band of anime characters trying to fend off an invasion on their homeland from the evil country. I forget what the evil country is called. But,
United States.
Damn.
No, it's it feels like it's kind of set during like World War I, World War II kind of era, because it's like a mixture of like Europe in the early 40s and more futuristic stuff, like there's tanks and they all have like these big glowing ore things hanging off the back that make them go really fast and all this stuff. It's like fantastical.
Yeah, it's like Wolfenstein World War II, where it's like, I don't know, the Nazis found the Ark of the Covenant and all their tanks are holy, that kind of stuff.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Kinda, but yeah, no, they don't.
Yeah.
It's not specifically like, they're not like, oh, these are Nazis, oh, these are Russian, like none of that. But
They're
it's
just
all like
the
fantasy,
the axis of
fantasy
evil.
Nazis.
Ooh,
yeah.
fantasy Nazis. Orcs.
But if you've played something like XCOM, it's that, but a little bit more simple. And like, because I mean, this game came out way before XCOM, so that. I just think that's the easiest way to describe it.
Before the remake of XCOM.
Yeah.
Yeah, the current like run of XCOM, the Firaxis stuff. I don't know, it's pretty good. If you're a fan of games like that, you should definitely check it out. I will say that the remastered part of it isn't really blowing me away, because I have seen footage of the original version of it, and this remaster isn't that much of a big deal. Like, there's a lot of texture pop-in this game.
Oh, wow. That's rough.
And that's really fucking weird. Like, that's something that I don't really care about usually. If a game plays fine and runs fine, I don't really care if there's a couple of pop-ins. But the fact that they're specifically mentioning that this is a remastered version of this game, I was like, oh, that house didn't load in all the way. Oops. Like,
does that happen like every level, or are you just noticing it because it's supposed to be like, it is an older game on new hardware?
It doesn't happen as much as, like, it doesn't happen that often, but it happened enough that I was noticing it. Okay. I was like, okay, that's happening again. All right.
Like old school Unreal Engine games, or even new school Unreal Engine games. What am I talking about?
Yeah. It is also a little grindy, which I don't really like. because you kind of have to go into battles. You level up your characters as you go as a group. So, for example, you'll be like, oh, I'm going to train my snipers and level them up to level 5 with the experience that I have before I go into this mission because it's a sniper mission, that kind of shit. But it's just... You usually don't get that much experience from that, so you end up having to run side missions over and over again just to grind experience, and that's not fun at all.
Yeah.
But the actual mainline missions are fun, but that grinding just makes this game way, way longer than it has to be. Like, way longer. I feel like if you didn't have to grind, the game would be like a third of the length.
Right.
And it feels like the kind of thing where... Even, like, this was a thing back then, but even today, especially in the anime game community, people are always like, I want a game that's like 100 and something hours long, because it's the only game that they play for all year, you know? And I feel like Valkyria Chronicles kind of falls into that trap where instead of just telling its story, getting it over with, it put in all these side missions that you have to grind so that way you can level up, and then it takes longer.
How long have you put into it?
I haven't put that long into it because I've been just it
busy.
It didn't really grab me that much either. I was just kind of like, yeah, this is good. It's not really my bag, but we're gonna do a video. It'll probably it's not gonna be out by the time this is out, but it'll be out very soon after. But
say that Tuesday.
Yeah, that Tuesday. But yeah, it's like I don't know. It's a good game, but I don't know. Maybe I'll play some more, but yeah, it's a remaster of a game that's like 10 years old.
Right.
I don't think it needs a full written review, but I definitely want to show off a little bit of it. You know, like it's good, but it's it's a remaster.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Let's move on to new releases.
Oh boy. Here we go.
New.
Let's do it in order this time, gentlemen.
No promises.
Good. I don't have a new releases thing in front of me. Do I need it?
You should.
What?
Okay. let me link you to it. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go
see. Okay, I got it.
I'll go first because I just mentioned it. The first new release this week will be on May 17th, and it is Valkyria Chronicles Remastered.
Oh shit! I had no idea that was coming out.
Yeah. Wow. What a surprise. No. Yeah. I mean, if you're a fan of XCOM, the Firaxis years.
I am.
Give it a look,
XCOM.
especially because they are bringing out a new one of those sometime in the future. So maybe that new one will be more interesting.
Sounds good.
That's not to say that this game is like horrendous, but I would love to see some. I would love to see new stuff built upon that game that XCOM had, because XCOM grabbed me a lot more than this game did.
Yeah. I've been a big fan of tactical RPGs, so I wanna at least look at that.
Sure. All right. Michael.
Hi.
Would you do the next one?
Guess what also comes out on May 17th? It's Homefront: The Revolution.
What?
I am legitimately shocked that game is coming out.
Are you ready for blind patriotism?
Are you ready for a terrible video game? That game... Oh boy, I played the beta, and unless the multiplayer is just wildly different from the single player, maybe wait until everyone reviews that game before you run out and buy it. That's the game. That's the sequel to the original Homefront that did all right. I remember that being one of those like Assassin's Creed 1 games or like Watch Dogs games where you look at it and you go, I don't want to buy that. That looks bad. But the sequel should build upon what's there and make a better game. I don't think they did that with this one. This game started at the original studio, and then like that studio closed, and then it went to Crytek. The publisher was THQ, then THQ closed, and then Crytek and Deep Silver were publishing it. And Crytek was making it. Then Crytek said, "Oh, we don't have money." And then Deep Silver said, "All right, we'll publish it and we'll find a studio." And so they made a studio called Dam Busters, and Dam Busters finished this game. So it'll be
What
great.
a weird thing.
All right.
Don't buy that game.
Yeah. Whew.
Are we ready?
Yes, Scott, would you like to say the next one?
Chompy Chomp Chomp Party. Chompy Chomp Chomp Party is a multiplayer party game for 1 to 9 players featuring 20 arenas and 3 varied game modes for the Wii U. It is a sequel to Chompy Chomp Chomp.
What the fuck?
I don't know what this game is. I
Wow.
really don't.
Let's move on.
This was-
1 to 9 players. Wow.
This was a
Let's move on.
360 game. Okay, alright.
Okay, the next thing on this list,
Good luck.
Looks great.
Koihime Enbu.
Alright.
What'd you call me?
You know what I said, motherfucker.
Say it slower.
Koihime Enbu.
No, just nope. Mm-mm.
Okay,
Oh, I see why you like this game.
who? Me?
You. Yeah.
It's an anime titty fighting game. I don't know nothing about it.
It's the PC port of a PS3 anime titty fighting game.
I don't fucking care about it. I have better anime titty fighting games to be caring about. Guilty
That's-
Gear's coming out in like 2 weeks.
Poor Melty Blood got forgotten.
Melty Blood, yeah, fucking Melty Blood's good too. But that's what I'm caring about. I don't know about this game. I don't know shit about it. It might be good. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Michael. Let's,
coming
that was
out-
May 19th.
Yeah,
folks.
also
That was
coming
May
out on May 19th is a 2D puzzle platformer coming out just on PC, Mac, and Linux called The Way.
Ooh.
It sounds like a Scientology book. That's all I know about it. That's it. That's all I know about it. It looks cool, maybe? I don't know. The screenshot looks cool.
Alright.
That dude's shooting a laser gun.
Not bad. Not
Nope.
bad. Scott, would you like to read the last one?
Coming May 20th, 2016, Cubicolor. I have no idea what this game is. A puzzle game which has players in navigating a colored cube through 150 stages.
It's a lot of stages.
That's a lot of
This
stages.
says Homefront's only coming out for PC and Xbox One.
Oh, boy.
Is that true?
That's what that says. I don't know. I don't really
gonna-
care to look it up. So
Well, good news for Cubicolor
It's coming out on
fans.
PS4 still. I don't. That's
maybe
no.
the same day. I don't know.
Good news for Cubicolor fans, as it's confirmed PC, Xbox One, and PS4. You won't have any of this Homefront confusion.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right, good.
You just wait a couple of days, you get Cubicolor,
You get Cubicolor.
and then
I have
Question
a whole-
Life.
I have a whole list of PC requirements if you want me to read them.
Nah,
No.
nah.
Okay.
We're
Does
good.
your PC turn on Cubicolor will run?
Jesus?
Yeah, this doesn't look too crazy. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Is that
so-
all of them?
That's all of them.
Oh wow! All right.
It's all-
They'll
Yeah,
probably they will add more. Some mobile port will happen on Steam. Those are the
Boy.
ones that matter, like The Way.
Let's move on to news, folks.
Woo!
Michael, would you like to start us off?
I can start us off. Last Friday, the members of DICE and EA had an excruciating stream
Oh God.
that I sat through. Let me spin you a yarn.
Yeah, I was at work while this was going down, and I remember just like checking my phone here and there, and just seeing you being like, "Oh Christ!" and I was like, "Oh boy, what's going on?" I like got an update from y'all, and I was just like, "Why did they say that on stream?"
Oh
So,
boy.
Like some of this leaked, like some of the the cover of the game leaked in some retail images and some other places. So I knew this was coming. Some of this was coming. So they had this stream. And they had it kind of later in the day, which I thought was a little weird. But the pre-stream, which was sort of like killing time, was a couple of the devs sitting down and just talking about the history of Battlefield. They were kind of showing fan-made videos. Like, here's 100 dudes jumping off a building and hitting their parachutes. Like, yeah, right. Sure. This is a Battlefield stream. You know, whatever. They're celebrating their game. I thought it was kind of interesting. I was also doing, like, 3 other things, so.
Right.
And then about 15 minutes out, they just went to a countdown. They said, see you guys, here's the future of Battlefield. And then they went to a 15-minute countdown. So I sat and I waited, and the stream started. And this guy came out who was like Mr. Caffeine's little brother.
Oh boy!
So
Okay.
he was like calmer, but he would occasionally like a switch would flip in his head, and he would make a dumb joke or something. It's like, where did that fucking come from, dude? Like, and there'd be like in battle, like in game, like Battlefield jokes and Battlefield, and I'm just like, that's not even funny. Like, I get that joke. It's just you're not. Keep it moving, guy. And you know what they did? They talked about the history of Battlefield for 12 minutes. So if you're a fan, which I guess you wouldn't, I guess you would kind of eat it up, but as like someone who had it on in the background and then was paying attention, they just went down the line of like, yeah, we made Battlefield 1942 and then Battlefield Vietnam, and I'm just sitting there thinking like, I wish I was in Vietnam right now. And
Jeez.
And then they brought out an EA representative, one of the vice presidents, who just rambled on for 5 to 7 minutes. And then finally, they showed the trailer. So, it is called Battlefield 1. I don't know why.
It's bad.
It's That's not a great name.
It's a bad name.
It's set in World War I. It is not an alternative future.
Right.
It is set in legitimate World War I. There's no, like, the Nazis started here. Like, there's nothing like, oh, steampunk. There's nothing. This is supposed to be legitimate World War One. It comes out October 21st. It is available if you pre-order a specific package, or if you have EA or their other thing, access, whatever their PC version is. If you have EA access, or you pre-order a specific edition, you can get it and start playing it October 18th. So you can get it 3 days early if you want. That's kind of neat. If you watch the trailer looks impressive. If that's what that game ends up looking like, there's no way that's actual gameplay footage. I want to see gameplay footage, but it just shows really good looking gameplay, or in-game footage. But there are a lot of questions that come up, and specifically, there are 2 questions. One is, War I was a pretty nasty war, and that's not to say that it's not to say that like World War II wasn't, or even Vietnam wasn't, but like World War I was before the Geneva Convention, and it was the meeting of old school warfare, but with new school weapons.
Right.
So it's old school warfare where we used to use single shot muskets, introducing a fucking machine gun. And chemical warfare, and flamethrowers, and tanks, and planes to, rushing somebody else's lines of defense. So they're in the trailer. They show flamethrowers. They show old school machine guns. They show blimps, and they show a specific shot of mustard gas. It's yellowish gas, and if you don't know what mustard gas is, it's bad stuff. It's really bad. So it shows the player rushing into the mustard gas and putting on a gas mask. And they describe that if you've ever played Battlefield, you know the campaigns are very linear, and the multiplayer maps are very wide open. So somebody in the audience, after the trailer was shown twice, they did like a little round table with a couple of the devs, and then they let people in the audience who I assume were like super fans and some press. One of the people asked about the mustard gas, and one of the devs described mustard gas. He described that like essentially it would be something you can either go around or risk it and go through, depending on how what the campaign is like at that moment.
Right.
But then he also described it as unique gameplay flavor.
Ooh.
Then another dev also called it gameplay flavor.
Ooh.
Chemical warfare as gameplay flavor.
Not good.
That's rough.
That's a really, really terrible way to put it.
That's
and then
really bad.
Now, then toss in that the man who is on the cover of the game, and this is where some people got confused, that they thought it would be an alternative future. The man on the cover is an African-American man. He is holding what looks like a spike grenade. It's really an old-school billy club that has spikes. It's something they used in World War One.
Yeah.
And he's also wearing a cape. So people looked at that and was like, oh, it's like some alt future. No. The Harlem Hellfighters were the first all African-American Army air unit, because back in the day there was no Air Force. It was the Army Air Force. Mm-hmm. They are notorious for their valor and their bravery in World War One and World War Two. I know that they never lost a man to capture, and I'm pretty sure they never lost a man to enemy. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know they never lost a man to capture. The Germans in both World War One and World War Two feared them more than almost any other unit. But yet, here in the United States, because it was separate but equal, they were treated terribly. They were not treated like war heroes. They were treated very, very, very poorly. That's the person they put on their cover.
Right.
Which, they made some statements afterwards when somebody pressed them, hey, this is the guy who's on your cover. What does this mean? And when pressed, the developer who responded essentially said, hey, also in that trailer is a Bedouin woman on horseback. You get to play as her. We're going to focus on the unknown stories of that era. That's a very good answer. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I trust the company that put Harlem Hellfighter items as a pre-order bonus.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about this game. That quote made me feel better, but how they describe mustard gas and the sensitivity and lack thereof that DICE has had with Hardline, with apparently they once had a Zero Dark 30 promotion.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
So, like, the tone deafness of, and apparently some people in Europe don't like the fact that they're even covering World War One, because that's seen. This is just me reading anecdotal responses from people in Europe. It is seen as like the Civil War is here in the United States, as sort of this is a very personal war. This is brother on brother. This is neighbor on neighbor. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be covering this. This isn't fun time, shooty left trigger, right trigger. So it looks good. That quote he gave about experiencing different stories and unknown stories of World War One made me feel better. But man, that trailer and those quotes about mustard gas, I think I said it in our Slack chat, it made me ashamed to like video games.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
that's rough.
It's the word, like, something like hatred isn't good, but you can always say, like, oh, that's in the corner. That's in this little pocket that is not mainstream. Like, that didn't do well. It's in this little section. It gets kicked off Steam. Whatever. Mm-hmm. That's someone gamed the system. But when it comes to something like this is a AAA title game. Like, this is a game that will have TV commercials. This is a game that will have extensive coverage at E3 and at PAX. This is a game that will sell 2 million copies. And should that be one of our, top tier games as an industry? Is that something we're okay with and comfortable with? I don't know how I feel about that. And I'll say one more thing before I end this news story is when I play, like, a lot of people were saying, well, you're comfortable with World War II, you're comfortable with all this other stuff. Like, World War II games, I remember the Medal of Honor games, they would start each mission with like a movie that had stock World War II footage. And I learned actual history from those games. Mm-hmm. So unless they handle World War One with that reverence and that sort of knowledge first step, the idea of, like, you need to learn how brutal this is before you can have your shooty time fun. Mm-hmm. And maybe that'll put a little kernel of knowledge and root this in something that isn't, I killed the Germans. Like,
yeah,
there needs to be something. And then again, like, I remember those World War II games also made you fight on multiple fronts. Mm-hmm. You know, you fought as the Russians, you fought as the Americans, you fought as the UK. So,
yeah,
I would even trust Call of Duty to do this better than I would trust.
Yeah, I can see that.
DICE. Yeah. So this made me kind of like, I think I said it in our Slack, like, I'm done for today. I felt kind of bad. I just felt bad, and
I don't blame you. Yeah.
Like, video games, I know that they're supposed to give us a diverse experience, and a lot of people say they're just fun. Fuck that. I have a soul. I want to feel multiple things, and to feel sick because of what I'm playing, like, and that's not the idea of it. Like, I would feel like I'm having fun at someone's expense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then that expense is the expense of soldiers who died, you know, in a ludicrous war. So, yeah, that's really all I have to say about Battlefield 1.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
DICE has had a real issue with representation just throughout, like, the whole Battlefield Hardline cycle. It was really ridiculous.
It comes out October 21st, apparently. So, there you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's the news. But we're gonna do 2 articles each this week. So
it was a busy week.
Would you like? Yeah, it was a really busy week. Michael, we'll get back to you. Let's do a rotation here. Yeah, let's give you a break. Scott, would you like to do one?
Time to pull up my notes. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Disney Infinity has been canceled after falling short of revenue and earnings expectations. That's what I wrote on my phone.
Yeah, well,
that's accurate.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now,
you want to fill us in?
Yeah, it was. It kind of just popped up out of nowhere, like, seemingly. Disney Infinity just ended. It's so strange because that was such a big presence for a long time. Like, it kind of seemed like it was going to last forever, sort of.
Yeah, they would talk about it as like a platform, and it was really the only thing other than mobile games that Disney was out and out publishing.
It's real strange. Like, I have a friend who has a kid who loves Disney Infinity, and I'm so worried about that kind of, like, what's going to happen with the kids? Like, are they just going to not have that anymore? Are they just going to have to deal with the toys they have? Like, that sucks.
They'll have to go to Skylanders or Lego Dimensions, I guess.
Oh, that's rough. Yeah, but
or Amiibo.
No, they want something that'll actually do something.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, but Patrick Klepek broke another story about it. There were sequel plans for Disney Infinity. There's a lot of stuff here. Like, there was a Star Wars level pack based on the Rogue One movie that's coming out. There was a 2017 launch of 4.0, which had, like, a whole bunch of different titles in it, like Cars 3, Star Wars 8, a new Pirates of the Caribbean, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which sounds alright. I'd play a Disney Infinity with Guardians of the Galaxy in it. They already have that.
They already have it.
But what about 2?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the squeakquel, yeah.
Groot again. It's just another thing of Groot.
But here's one of the more interesting parts. There was a possible all-encompassing story mode. Mm-hmm. Like, all of these different franchises were going to interact with each other in a way that you could only do in the sandbox mode before. And that sounds really cool. And I'm so upset that that's not happening. Like, I don't think I'd be able to drop the money on Disney Infinity, but I'd at least like to see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
it's a real bummer that they're not going to do that now.
Yeah, and they were also... No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say that it's not just Infinity that was canceled. Like, they're not publishing games anymore.
Yeah.
They're just done. Yeah. They're just going to license things out now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Another thing they were planning on doing was bigger 12-inch figures. They're more popular stuff, like Buzz Lightyear, Elsa. I wrote Vader, but I mean Darth Vader, as much as I'd like a Vader Star Wars Infinity. Yeah. And, it's rough times for them. Tough time. Almost at least 300 people lost their jobs in this.
Yeah, at Avalanche Software.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's their reasoning seemed valid, like they said. Some of the secondary characters didn't sell well, and the operation costs, coupled with like some monetary exchange rates,
Right.
Suddenly changed. So the operating costs stayed the same, but the American dollar got better, and thus the exchange rates got worse for them.
Yeah.
So they couldn't keep it. That's what was surprising, is like these margins were that razor thin on the entire operating budget, and B, like, you're just burning everything to the ground.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't like Avalanche Software has been around since like 1995. Like, it's been around a while. It made games for the Mega Drive and the SNES, and they just said, "No, let's get rid of all of it."
It's ridiculous.
It seems extreme, but I as the Disney expert,
Right.
it's they have to utilize their IPs. That's how Disney makes its money. Is it makes the movies are the IPs get put into the park and in other stuff, and that's how they generate extra money. It's the maximum utilization of what you have, and you see it in EA where like their max, like you just see Star Wars is like suddenly blowing up in EA. Like every EA thing has a Star Wars game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Imagine if they did that with Marvel. Like, and instead of having Disney Infinity, not to say it was a bad product or wasn't making money or couldn't make money, I think it was terrific. But like, imagine if they did that and said, "Here, video game publisher, make me a Marvel game. There will be Marvel movies until all of us are dead and the Earth is a husking, crap-filled thing of Marvel merchandise. So make Marvel games. In 2 years, there's going to be, a Black Panther movie. Make a Black Panther game. In 2 years, there's going to be another Avengers movie. Make an Avengers game." Like, done. You can easily do that. And it's less money going towards being put out by Disney, more coming in. So I can see why they would do it from a business standpoint. But from, like, a dude who has a soul, like, those figures look cool.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they really do. Apparently about that, they didn't make enough toys in 1.0, but in 2.0 they just made too many, and that was one of the biggest reasons they overproduced that, and that's one of they weren't able to re-up the cost on that.
Yeah, that seems like maybe they saw Amiibo and panicked and were like, "Oh man, everyone's like getting pissed at Nintendo."
Well,
it's like, you need demand. Like, you just need demand.
Yeah, like I said, the largest reason though they made too many was because they just plain didn't have enough for 1.0. So they went too far. It's rough. It's really rough.
That's a shitty reason to, and like that seemed like a long-term like strategy. That like platform seemed long-term. Yeah, and I don't know.
Like the specifics they went into were pretty fucked up. Like they pointed out, they were like, "Oh, we figured that the Hulk was going to sell like gangbusters, so we made 2 million units."
Oh, jeez.
But we sold 1 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. And
the Hulk was like was a bigger toy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they pointed out that because they made a bunch of to get the licenses, they had to secure certain characters even if the characters might not have sold.
Right.
So they got like all the Guardians of the Galaxy characters, and they got like Yondu, the blue guy, and they were like, "Yeah, you couldn't give those away. Nobody wanted that fucking character."
Right.
Like, so it's interesting to see how that happened, but at the same time, it's really sad,
Yeah.
It's this weird confluence of like, just because Disney owns Marvel doesn't mean they own Marvel. Like, Avalanche still had to license that and pay money for it.
Yeah.
So it's complicated, and you can see it within, like, even when Sony does stuff. Like, Sony will have like, "Oh, here's a TV with a PlayStation, and this guy wears these glasses. He sees one thing, and this other guy like wears them, sees another. And like, here's parts of our mighty corporation coming together, and like nobody bought it."
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to do that stuff. So it's sad. Like, that's a lot of people to just suddenly, and I know Klepek's thing makes it sound like they had a lot of plans, and I bet they did, but from the few kind of people I know who know people, they were warned a little bit ahead of time that this would happen.
Sure.
And then, you know what? This explains why they're not going to E3. Mm-hmm. Like, all those E3's dead rumors, it's like, nope, you had the gun pointed the wrong way.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
that's just shitty. Let's stop having shitty news. John, what's your news? Is it shitty?
Let's take a look here.
We had to start hot and heavy.
Yeah, Jesus.
This isn't...
Did someone die? Did they close another studio?
bad.
Did a country fall into the sea? What happened? Are they making a Dark Souls 4?
This isn't that bad, but it's up there. No.
Yeah, shots fired. Take it.
Fuck off.
So EA had a business call recently.
All right.
Everyone's had business calls and earnings calls and fucking investor reports. God.
And in that conversation, in that call, they announced some games. Did we talk about the Respawn stuff?
Yeah, Respawn's making a Star Wars game. We talked about that.
Okay. Well, yeah, so in addition to Respawn making their third-person action-adventure game, and also in addition to all the other ones that everyone else under the sun is making...
Everyone. We're making
DICE.
one.
They announced what DICE is working on, and it is Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Okay.
There's already a Battlefront 2. It came out many years ago. You could play it on one of the DVDs for Star Wars. You could put it in your PS2 and it would play, or at Xbox. I put it in my original Xbox. I'd sit there and play. It was the indoor level specifically, so I would play once as the Rebels and then once as the other side, and you get the shoot Ewoks in the face.
Michael, no.
Pew, 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 pew. Take that, you motherfucker.
I mean a sequel to last year's Star Wars Battlefront game.
Well,
Oh, okay, so like 2019, we get a really good-looking one that comes out on the Neo, and it's got like all the new stuff from all like 2, 3, 4, 10 movies they're making. That sounds great, John.
It might be. It's probably coming out this year.
You mean as an expansion, right?
Yeah, like a great DLC, game. Like 40.
Full game,
like 60. That last one came out in November, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
John, what the fuck?
To be fair, or as fair as we can be to EA, they might mean the fiscal year, so it might be by March of next year, but that's still very, very
really
soon.
Yeah.
They should just put it out when the next movie comes out at the end of next year.
Yeah, like when 8 comes out.
Yeah, that's what they should do, and I hope that's what they do.
But according to what they said, it will feature bigger worlds, better worlds, and content from the new movies, which I'm guessing includes Rogue One and Episode 7, because if this is true, Episode 8 won't be out by then.
Nope.
I mean, hell, Rogue One might not even be out by then,
yeah.
so...
No, well, Rogue One's coming out this year.
No, I know, I'm just saying, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I hope so.
But, yeah, and not only that, but there is also going to be a VR version of Battlefront that is also going to be coming out later this year, so...
Yeah,
what the fuck?
That was already announced for the PSVR.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I have to hope that it was misunderstood, because when I saw that news, I saw it on Twitter, and then the source that I read, I think it was GameSpot, reported it differently, reported it more confusingly, like saying that we don't know if they meant 2016 or if they meant this fiscal year.
Right.
And then some people were just out and out saying, no, 2017, next year. So maybe they meant end of next year and nobody heard them correctly. I don't know. I didn't listen to that earnings call, and I don't really feel like listening to the entire earnings call.
Yeah, no,
fall asleep.
I don't blame you.
Fall asleep to it instead of Frasier. But they also did announce when the Visceral Motive game is coming out.
Oh,
2018.
Yeah, so
nice.
That's good.
Amy Hennings and Jade Raymond's next game.
Very excited to play that, at least.
Yeah. Visceral gameplay and motive story, apparently.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Michael, let's wrap back around to you.
Hi, yes.
What's your other news article?
Do you want to play Civilization?
When don't I?
That's true. How about Civilization 6 coming out on October 21st on the PC?
What? Hell yeah.
They, dropped a pre-order, one morning and said, hey, this is a thing.
That's wild.
All right.
That's so wild. It just shows
That's a
up
really
out of
good way to
nowhere.
get that's a great way to get news.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess if you're scared that maybe Civ doesn't matter, that's a great way to do it. Civ 6 is coming. The trailer doesn't really show much, but they did release some screenshots, and it looks great. It looks fantastic.
That's good to hear.
It looks kind of like a combination of the Civ 5 graphics and the Civilization Revolution graphics, kind of much more brighter colors, much more I don't want to say pastel, but a little more, just brighter, a little more cartoonier, rounder edges on things. It looks like the hexagonal grid is back. If you don't know, I think Civ 4 had just a regular grid, and then Civ 5 changed it up and went to hexagonal. The city, some of the little things that have leaked out or came out with this trailer is that the cities will now sprawl out. Before they were regulated to one tile, and you could actually, even in Civ 5, you could zoom in and see my city built the pyramids. You could see the pyramid in the city, but it would be regulated to one tile. Now supposedly it will come out and spread to multiple tiles, which
that's cool.
I've always wanted that. So
that's real rad.
Yeah. Units can be. Let's see. There's a specific way they say this. Units can be combined into a single tile. Before, you could have units sharing a tile, and in Civ 5, military units couldn't share a tile, but workers and a unit in a military unit could. So the idea that you could maybe combine units into larger units sounds kind of dope. I want to say, I know Civ Rev did it. I don't remember if Civ 4 did it. I think Civ 3 did it, where if you combined 3 units in one tile, you could hit a button, they were a bigger unit. So instead of a single tank, it was like a unit of tanks. And then there are more multiplayer options, which allow multiplayer players to finish in a single day, instead of playing for, say, 2 to 3 hours on end and then calling it.
That would be nice for once.
Yeah, they did say that there will be 4 DLC packs and new maps and leaders and stuff. So this was a great surprise. I love Civilization. I own my current PC mostly because I wanted to play Civ 5.
Right.
So I can't wait, I guess, to upgrade my PC again and play Civ 6. So yeah, that's about it. It looks dope. Look up some screenshots. It just looks pretty. It just looks pretty.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a happy. It's a happy story.
And I hear they describe the mustard gas in the game as a unique gameplay flavor, but the honey mustard gas is better if you dip your sandwich in it.
that's nice.
God damn it, Michael.
Thanks.
Oh my god. Scott. I know that you have
here we go.
Most fucked up story
of the week. Let's get into an argument.
Hardcore shit, so I'm ready for you guys.
Yeah, let's fucking break some legs.
If you cannot stomach straight up gore, then you should probably tune out now. Pokemon Sun and Moon available November 18, 2016, and the starter Pokemon have been revealed.
Here we go.
The starters are a grass and flying owl named Rowlet. And he has a little grass bow tie. It's
very cute.
It's really fucking cute. I'm so into it. The other is a fire cat named Litten. It's a kitten with L at the beginning. I don't know why the L is at the beginning.
Because it lights things on fire.
Yeah, lit like a fire.
That did not come to me.
Are you joshing around right now, or am I going to have to slap you?
And a water circus seal named Poplio.
Poplio.
Is that right?
Fuck that seal.
Poplio,
Fuck that seal. Fuck that seal, yo.
There's 2
Fuck
P's.
that seal.
you.
Fuck that seal.
There's 2
Fuck
P's
that
after
seal.
the O, so I think it's
Poplio.
Poplio.
Fuck that
Poplio,
seal.
yeah.
Fuck that seal.
Poplio.
Fuck that seal.
Seal looks alright. Guys, it's about to get down and dirty and brutal.
Fuck that
Okay.
seal.
What's the cutest?
The owl.
The owl, yeah.
The owl.
No fucking contest. It's the owl.
The owl.
If we're picking cutest,
The owl.
it's the owl.
It's definitely
The
the
owl
owl.
is definitely the cutest.
The owl.
But I'm gonna be real here. This is one of the I'd have to say maybe since Gen 3, this is the first time I haven't hated one of the starters. Mm-hmm. It's been 3 gens.
Right.
Fuck that seal.
I really like this. I like the seal. I like Litten. I like Rowlet. I like all 3.
Fuck that seal.
I'm probably gonna play as Poplio because everyone hates him. He deserves some love.
I bet he evolves into something that looks badass, but man, does he look pathetic.
I think he looks okay.
Do you remember the episode of The Simpsons when Homer forgets to pick up Bart at soccer practice and he just sits in the field under the tree and he's just getting rained on and lightning striking and he looks absolutely downtrodden and pathetic? That's the seal.
The seal is all right. Okay.
The seal looks like the seal looks like a artificial like a nerd from Wonder Years.
He looks like he's there to have a good time.
He looks like he doesn't know where he is.
That's not true.
He doesn't, but that's what makes him great.
I think he's okay.
Like, the owl looks like it's ready to fuck shit up, and if it's unsure, it can turn its head completely around and look at you. And, like, the kitten's a fucking kitten. Like, it's a kitten. It's a kitten. It's dope. It's a cute kitten.
Cat.
It's named Litten.
It is named
and then
Litten.
every time you use it, you can say, it's about time to get lit, and then you throw it out and you kill.
I like that.
They all
I like
look
them
good.
all.
Yeah, they all look good, and I'm curious to see what their evolutions are.
I'm excited for the cat because it's colored like Shadow the Hedgehog. So I'm really hoping the evolutions are just as edgy.
Yeah,
I hope he gets a gun. Is what I'm saying.
I hope they all get guns. I hope that's the gameplay difference. Is they all have guns. Drive-by Pokemon.
Everyone is making the joke that, like, Litten evolves into Shadow, and then Shadow evolves into Ryuko from Kill la Kill. Like, god damn it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Rowlet's
yeah,
the
no,
best one.
They also showed off the version legendaries, too.
Yeah, they did. They're on the covers.
Yeah, Sun has, like, a fire lion, and then Moon has, like, this
Bat?
big bat.
Yeah.
That when it unfolds its wings, it looks like a moon. So that's pretty cool.
I hope there's 80 legendaries in this game, just like all the other ones that came out before it.
God bless.
Yeah,
I love legendaries. I can't get enough. I don't care.
I feel like I'm not gonna play this game.
I'm gonna. You know me,
Yeah,
Pokemon.
it's been a while since I played Pokemon. Like the last one I played was X, and that was because I was on vacation and there was literally nothing else to play.
Damn, harsh.
And I just like blasted through that.
It was a good game.
I splurged on like Diamond Pearl.
Ew.
It's not gross. I made like a whole ton of like fully EV trained, perfectly IV bred Pokemon that were all super rad and they were all tournament ready, and I was ready to fuck everyone up, and I was having such a good time with that, and I dumped like 800 hours into each game, and then I started dating someone who really wanted me to play Pokemon Black and White with her. And I was like, yeah, I at that point I really wasn't that interested in Pokemon anymore, but I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's do this thing. So she gave me a copy of the game, which was incredibly nice of her. She was like, she was sad by how slow I was moving through the game, so she was just like, okay, why don't you just trade me all your just give me your game, I'll trade them all to my game, and then I can trade them back to you, so we don't have to do like the generation gap thing. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I did that. I got a couple of my Pokemon back from her, and then we broke up.
Alright.
So all of my Pokemon are just gone now. So
fantastic.
That is all. I still have like on my Wii somewhere a Pokemon Ranch that has a whole bunch of like hacked shiny Rapidashes or whatever. I just like that I got off like the global trade network, but it's like I don't think I can play Pokemon ever again. It's over.
Right.
That's the game.
You're free.
I'm done. I don't need
You're free.
this.
Spread your wings. Fly away.
I'm done.
Well, that was quite the tale.
Rowlet's the cutest.
Alright. Let's move on here. I have two little things that I want to end off the news bit here.
Here we go.
First off, the new Ace Attorney game has been confirmed to come overseas. It's Ace Attorney 6? Yeah, this is the sixth mainline one. Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. They're pulling the same thing that they did with Dual Destinies, where it's going to be digital only. It's going to be $30. I'm pretty excited for this one, because you travel to... If you've played an Ace Attorney game, you'll know Maya Fey. And you're going to go visit her homeland, and she's finally back. I'm very excited to see Maya. It's been 2 games since she's been around. Yeah, the thing at this game is that instead of a court, Phoenix is arguing against a seance ritual, where instead of a trial, a seance is performed that shows the final moments of a person as they are murdered. Okay. And Phoenix has to prove that that doesn't automatically make someone guilty if they're shown in the final moments.
Is this Yu Yu Hakusho?
No, but close enough.
Yeah.
The one bit of news that kind of came from this. It's coming out over here in September. No exact date, but September. And the sad bit of news is that this seems to put the nail in the coffin of the great Ace Attorney game coming out over here. That was the spin-off set in the late 1800s, where you play as Phoenix Wright's ancestor and you're up against Sherlock Holmes.
Ooh.
So that's a huge bummer that game's not coming out over here.
Yeah, and that's awful. That sounds great.
That's the second Ace Attorney spin-off that has been nixed for the localization. The other one was Ace Attorney Investigations 2, which I've heard is very good, but that got a fan translation. So,
that's nice.
Hopefully Great Ace Attorney gets a fan translation one day, but that'll probably take a while because 3DS emulation hasn't exactly been hammered down.
Yeah.
And the last bit of information here is this is a little interesting bit here. Grasshopper Manufacture's first game, The Silver Case, is getting an HD remaster and will finally be released in the US this year.
Neat.
That game first came out on the PS1 in 1999, and that was never released over here. That was Suda51's first solo game. He worked on some Fire Pro Wrestling games before that, but that was Suda's first actual game. That was Grasshopper Manufacture's first game. They say that it's going to come to Steam, Playism, and it might come out on other platforms. I could see that coming to PS4 or something, because it came out on PS1 originally, But they're going to redo the visuals. They're combing through the original 2D assets to get high quality stuff.
Nice.
It says here that the PC remake will include an updated version of the film window visual style. So that's interesting. I could see that maybe they could, if this is successful, maybe Suda will figure out a way to port some of his other older games to PC or something. That could prove difficult because Grasshopper doesn't have the rights to some of them. Killer 7 is a Capcom game. I think both No More Heroes games are Ubisoft published. So that will be tricky, but we'll see how this goes,
Yeah.
Even some of Suda's more recent stuff wasn't Lollipop Chainsaw was Warner Brothers. I don't know what Killer is Dead was, but whatever. If I'm being real here though, just go play No More Heroes 1 and 2 and what was Shadow of the Damned. That's a very good game.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones you really have to play. I don't like Killer 7. I like Suda51 as a guy. I don't really like Killer 7.
Alright.
That game is up its own ass. That's my opinion. Michael, let's move on to questions.
I'm awake.
I'm the one in bed, dude. You shouldn't be asleep.
Yeah, come on, dude. Just because I'm talking about something I am interested in doesn't mean that you gotta shut your head off. Come on.
Yeah, it does. It's not just you, it's anyone.
All right.
You can send questions at videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask, or you can email us questions to podcast@videogamechoochoo.com.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, I'll send you a photo of John clubbing the new Pokemon starter.
Don't do that.
That's not true at all.
What the fuck? What did
He just sent it to me and was like, he's so cute. It was really disturbing. Anyways, if you send us a question, you'll sound like one of these people, like Anonymous here, that asks, what do you think the future of licensed games will look like?
A mess.
I don't know if there really are going to be a lot of licensing out. I think you're going to see a lot of the IP is getting slowly centralized. Right. And the only reason Disney can do what they're doing is because they're a unique animal.
They're Disney. Yeah,
they're Disney, and then they had Disney money, and then they said, I want Marvel and Star Wars. I own Marvel and Star Wars now. Who wants Marvel and Star Wars money? That's... Everything else is, if you really think about what else would be licensed out, it's either... some smaller IP that's movie only or TV show only, or it's something that is already owned by a major publisher. Like they've gotten better at, even like Microsoft and Bungie. They made that publishing deal and they said, we own Halo. You, as Bungie, can go do whatever you want.
Right.
But we own Halo, and we recruited a lot of people from Bungie to come make more Halos.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's the future. You may have a few holdouts who tend to own the IP, but, it'll be under, it'll only be the top tier devs that are able to own their stuff or are making really small stuff like Cuphead or something. I don't know that deal specifically, but smaller stuff that maybe can foster its own growth. Otherwise, you'll just see publishers only owning everything. There won't be licensing deals.
I think Naruto games will never die.
We can only hope. Anonymous asks, do you think Watch Dogs is still viable for a sequel, or do you have any recommendations on how a sequel would be improved?
Isn't Watch Dogs 2 being made?
Yes, it is being made. But
it doesn't matter if it's viable or not. It's happening.
Yeah.
I think it's totally viable. If there is a team that can get iteration, even if it's not always good, but evolution on an idea, on a gameplay idea, it's Ubisoft.
Yeah.
So I think that I never played the first Watch Dogs, so I don't have specific recommendations other than better.
Everything I've seen in the original Watch Dogs it screams. Yeah. This needs a sequel to be improved on. I think Watch Dogs 2 will be very interesting because they just need to expand on the mechanics that were laid down in Watch Dogs 1. They need to improve the story, that mess of a story that I had in the first game.
It wasn't very good.
that game was very obviously rushed. They wanted to hit the console launch, and then even then they kind of missed that. But
I don't think
either way.
Yeah,
they just need to actually work on that game and figure out exactly what they want to do with it.
I don't know if the rush specifically was the issue with it. It felt more like everything was kind of a giant issue. So if you... that's the best way to put this. I watched a full playthrough of it, and there's so much about that game that's just... It feels like it's designed by a whole different bunch of studios that had different amount of care put into every single thing.
Oh, so an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah. It's an Ubisoft game.
Yeah. But man,
what if you are a dude in a hoodie and you're some sort of hired killer,
right?
And you're fighting a large, some sort of entity. Let's call it a corporation.
No way.
And they've been there for hundreds of years.
We're gonna attack those,
and you're gonna take them down, but you're gonna have to do it by climbing really tall towers to reveal map.
No, you have to hold square in order to climb.
I thought you had to hold left trigger and hit up on the right stick, but you hit tap triangle.
No, you pull your phone
your grip meter up, and then you take the disc out and you break it in half and vow never to buy a Ubisoft game ever again.
No, that's...
Anonymous
Jeez.
asks...
no one should talk about Watch Dogs anymore.
No, I don't want to. That'll happen at E3, and then when it comes out, and never again.
I have a
Now
lot
that
of Watch Dogs
Kojima
opinions.
is an independent creator, what future projects would you like to see him work on? I think we've maybe mentioned something like this before. I don't remember.
So
I want to see whatever
3.
that... Yeah, Zony, I think that's actually what the answer was before. I want to see what he wants to work on. I want to see something new and whatever he can come up with. I also want someone to sit him down and tell him that women need to be respected. Those are the two things I want from him. Women aren't objects. Stop being a creep. You're like 50 now. Holy shit, dude. Grow the fuck up. Seriously. Holy shit. Also, your games are kind of fun. Like,
They're pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop spending so much money. Please.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would love to see him make like a mecha game. I really want to see him
That'd
do
be
a
good,
horror
yeah.
game. You know,
I wanna
that
see
seems
him
like what he's
do-
going towards. You know,
I want to see him do it like a very tiny game. I want to see him do a small game.
yeah, I want to see him confined
Yeah.
to something that's smaller.
Focused. Focus. The
should
one,
do a puzzle
one of
game.
the many things he lacks. Focus. There's actually a really good video of him, and I don't know who the other guy is because I skipped that part of the video. Him and another guy going to an arcade museum in Japan, a video game museum in Japan. It's terrific. They see Galaga and they scream, Galaga! It's great.
That is
Made me like him a lot more. Like, oh yeah, a dude who has taste. Because
Yeah.
Galaga's dope.
No, he's totally a person that fucking loves video games.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
you
he
can
wouldn't
tell.
be doing
He's-
half the shit he's been doing his entire life.
Yeah, you can tell he's knowledgeable.
If he didn't love video games the way that he does, once that Konami shit went down, he would have left immediately.
Totally.
Like, he wouldn't have gotten with Sony.
He would have went to make movies. Or,
I mean,
or
he-
just
he is.
movie trailers, nothing else.
He is making movies. Anonymous asks, could Mario Party ever be an actual enjoyable experience, and if so, how? No.
No, let's move on.
No.
I
Last
don't
question.
know, Fusion Frenzy isn't a bad game.
Yes, it is. It's
Well,
also
yes,
Bill
it is.
Gates'
Come on, it's
favorite
okay.
game. No, it's
It's
trash.
alright, okay.
It's trash. I will tell you, what is the name of the... Itagaki Street. which
Fortune
has
Street, you mean?
Fortune Street here in the U.S., yeah. That game, though it is very long and kind of soul-draining in the same way, that game's fun. I have played that with friends. A friend of mine owned it for the Wii, and we unlocked every map, and we beat every map. That game is fun to play with people.
Listen, hear me
But-
out.
But it is not fun because it involves stock markets and pricing and terrible AI that you can set to be really, really hard and devilish or really, really easy, and then unlock all the maps. And some of the maps suck, and they're above a baseball stadium. I don't know, but that game's fun.
Listen,
Yeah.
hear me out.
Nope, Mario Party sucks.
100% pure orange juice.
I've heard that game is actually really good. So
It's
Yeah,
got
it's
anime in
alright.
it, so no.
It's come on.
Shoeless wraps us up this week. Actually, let me refresh real quick to make sure it's it. Yep. Shoeless wraps us up this week asking us, what is your favorite Machonsky eBooks tweet?
I have to go look that up now.
I should have deleted this.
Wachowski
I would have remembered it.
There was one recently where he just tweeted Brian Posehn.
Yeah, that one's pretty bad.
Wachowski ebooks is a fucking treasure.
I don't know, a lot of them are really good. Like the most recent one that just says, "Oh no, I'm in jail," is pretty good. That one's really good. I like them because some of them actually sound like things that John say, some of them are things that John say, and some of them have nothing to do with John at all. And I never know which are which, like half the time, so...
Tigger is an orange piece of hit who loves drugs and crime.
Offbeat clapping, click those links, pretty good.
Come on,
They're
Dick,
all
it's
really
Wigglytuff.
good.
Corky shouts what? It's Wigglytuff.
And that one actually happened, I think. They're all great. They're all great.
God damn
I'm just
it.
reading this Twitter now.
Fucking Corky, the prick, the motherfucker, the scoundrel. That's a good one.
I'm ending this podcast.
That's a good one.
I'm ending this podcast.
Pooping is my passion. Pooping is my goal. Pooping is my fashion. Pooping's in my soul.
Phil Fish.
Phil Fish.
Phil Fish.
All right, let's wrap this up, folks.
I
Thank you.
think here's one more that describes what's happening right now. It is just in brackets, in all caps, the word screaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I feel like doing right now.
The angriest gamer you've ever heard, John Machonsky.
That's him.
Yep, that's me right now. Folks, thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to the Video Games YouTube podcast. I don't actually know why you're doing that right now because of that last question, but you know what?
It's your friend,
let's
the
wrap this
John
up.
Machonsky brand.
I don't have any friends. I just have enemies because this is what y'all do to me. But we're going to have content up on the site as we go. We should have some more reviews. I'm not going to make any promises when those are going to come up.
We'll have a Doom review at some point, and we will have the video for
Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah, Valkyria Chronicles. Maybe we'll do an Uncharted video.
We should do an Uncharted video.
Content
Sure.
never sleeps.
It doesn't. You're right.
Nope.
That was one of those tweets.
So we'll figure out the rest of this stuff. We've got stuff going. We've got stuff cooking.
There's
We've
one
got
that
stuff
just says Michael.
being edited. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael's here.
I'm here.
But yeah, no, thanks for being on, Scott and Michael. Is there anything that you two want to plug? Actually, Michael, you just got a new gig. Why don't you plug that?
Here we go.
I'm writing wrestling stuff for ProWrestling.cool.
Nice.
Let me make sure that's the name of it.
That sounds right.
Yes, ProWrestling.cool. I will be writing a weekly article about my opinions on wrestling. So it'll be uninformed, but good. Just like me.
Yeah, just like everything you post on Chooch, you know?
Yep.
Scott, would you like to plug your pro wrestling stuff?
I'm Socks Mahoney on Twitter and Socks Jabroni on my wrestling Twitter, and you can also listen to my wrestling podcast, Wrestling on Air. Our episode 7 just came out, wherein Brad Ward and Tim, I don't think I say his last name ever on the show, and I don't think I will, Tim Welcomed, recount the WrestleMania stories, and it's really, really good.
Cool.
I'm
Glad
happy
to
with
hear
the
it.
way that one turned out. I had to cut out at least 30 minutes of Brad Ward talking about nothing.
Great.
That's this podcast.
Can I end this on a Machonsky book quote?
I guess.
Okay. In brackets, unprovoked. Shut the fuck up, Mike.
It was probably provoked.
It was
Let's be
definitely
honest.
provoked.
Yeah, let's be
It was
honest.
definitely provoked. Yes, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast.
Having a sexual.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.